Times I come in here a little later some days, and other times I try to obviously get in here when I can. Of course, life happens. For the most part, though, I'm usually here on time. So, but this weekend's been pretty chill, to say the least. Very not just nonchalant here. The weather has been as quiet as it can be, all around everywhere in the east portion of North Carolina. But other than that, thanks for waking up with us here on Facebook. Like I've told you yesterday, on Saturday, our morning newscast on Sunday will be preempted due to the Olympics. So if you're watching the Olympics, let's see, I'm not sure what sporting event's on right now. I'm trying to slide over and see. Can't see what they're doing. They were skiing, it looked like earlier. I'm not quite sure what they were doing, but right now, whatever it is, if you're watching us on the app, if you're watching us on YouTube, on Facebook, good morning to you. Let me know where you're watching from, and what you're seeing outside is probably going to be saying the same thing: cold and sunny out there. But other than that, we're really not much to complain about. I do want to give you now that we're going to send you over to what it looks like right now, the Super Bowl. They're kind of still setting things up over there at Levi Stadium. Let's see if I can do this right. Let's see here. That's the wrong one. Is it that one? There you go. That's what I was looking for. There's Levi Stadium this morning. Of course, it is in the West Coast out there, so that's where they're seeing that right there. The Patriots and the Seahawks and the Patriots are taking on. See, you got two S names right there, but looks nice out there. They've been prepping for this for quite some time now. And again, this is from an NBC feed you're seeing there out there. So it looks quiet. Give or take, in about 9 hours from now, it is going to be bumping with everybody taking advantage of that. So that's what it looks like right now in the Levi Stadium there out west. So if you're looking forward to the Super Bowl, that'll be airing tonight here on NBC at 6:30. So it looks pretty quiet out there for now, but I guarantee everybody has been probably tailgating out there for the last several days, and it's been probably a nice event to look forward to. Let me know who your favorite team is, who you're rooting for. Again, it's the Patriots and the Seahawks. I keep saying the Saints for some reason because my mind is apparently stuck in New Orleans. But other than that, Saints is a good team. Then, of course, Drew Brees, their quarterback with that too. And of course, the quarterback for the teams that are playing today, we have Russell Wilson. He's the Seahawks on there. He is associated with that, leading them to victory in Super Bowl. What's XLVII? I don't know. Real quick, we'll look this up, and I'm gonna get you. I promise I'm gonna get to the weather forecast. Super Bowl. I don't know what that number is. XLVII. I should know what that is. It's probably Super Bowl 50 something, because I don't know. Okay, anyway, I'm not going to break my brain over that this morning, but whatever that last time, that was back in 2013 season. But anyway, and then you've got the Patriots quarterback, which is Drake May. Of course, as a lot of you know, Tom Brady kept winning them so much up to that point. And of course, he was with the quarterback from 2002 and 2019, and then he retired, right? And then he went over to play with the Broncos, and then he's officially done. I think he's now a commentator for one of the sports networks. But anyway, but Drake May is the new era franchise, which of course this is going to be quite a good game to see about that. I don't know much about any of these quarterbacks. I have not followed any of the football lingo here over the last couple of days. But anyway, so if you're watching the Super Bowl tonight, I hope you have a fun time with it, with your family, with your friends. And, if you're making some fun dessert or some entree or appetizer, always enjoy some chicken wings and some dipping sauce and maybe some celery and carrots with it. And, of course, a slice of pizza. You can't go wrong with that. All right, let's get you now to the weather. I thought I'd just throw it out there for you. We'll check back in with the Super Bowl. I'll be back with you at 10 o'clock this morning. And we'll hopefully start to see some daylight emerge out there where Levi Stadium is located in Santa Clara, California. So it'll be, let's see, so it's 5 a.m. over there right now. So by 10 a.m. it should be 7 o'clock West time. So we'll see if we can get some sunshine breaking on the football stadium. All right, let's get you now to your weather forecast. Watch while you're here, right? And seeing those wind gusts from Saturday, someone called in this morning, said they had like a very breezy, gusty conditions there. Got a message yesterday from Washington. Someone said they had a 60-mile-an-hour wind gust. I don't know exactly where that would have been. That was possibly an era of some capacity, maybe. Maybe it was a local station. of some sort, so that's why you're dealing with that. Now, as we go towards the highs yesterday, we didn't really warm up much either. Let's go back to this graphic real quick here. Went past it too quick. Look at this. For the first time in 5 weekends, it is dry, finally, across Eastern Carolina. We've had some dealt with snow, rain, freezing rain, any sort of weekend. We have not had a completely both dry weekend since, I think, the week leading up to Christmas. The weekend leading up to Christmas, I think it was dry. I think that last weekend of December we had a little rain, but other than that, it's been very nice to forecast a quiet weekend here all around the board. So if you've enjoyed it, please hope you've took advantage of it while you had the chance to do so, because that may change next weekend. What are we in for, right? You know, everybody wants to know what next weekend, because it's Valentine's weekend. You want to enjoy yourself while you're trying to get out there and enjoy things. Now, your headlines here for the rest of the day. It's cold, not as windy though. That'll be the nice thing about today. It'll still be breezy at times, but not as breezy and windy as it was Saturday for a lot of us here. Warming up by this week, and then we turn chilly and unsettled by the end of the week right now. We'll dive in those details for you in just a few minutes. Greenville looking pretty sunny and chilly out there. Also, the nice sunrise over the Neuse River there in New Bern looking very good, very quiet. We have those winds right now. They're less than 10 inland. For the coastal spots, 10 to 15. So that's what we're dealing with that right now. Overall, your wind gusts between 25 and 30 miles an hour between Hatteras up towards Manio, 10 to 15 inland. So that's some good news with that. Cold weather advisories will continue to 11 a.m. They did scale some of those. They did, when I came in early this morning, they did have those cold weather watches up in effect for some of those counties closer to the Sounds. Now they look like they've trimmed them back just a tad bit to only include Washington, Hyde, Terrell, and Dare counties, but most of us in that cold weather advisory until 11 a.m. Cold temperatures make the qualifications for the advisory and the extreme cold watch in effect here. Feels like teens and 20s and some single digits there along the coast. It is frigid all the way around the board this morning. Hope you're somewhere right around the fire. You've got a nice cup of coffee. You've got something warm with you here to keep you going for sure. Air temperatures there, teens and low 20s all the way around the board, so we're dealing with that right there. Look at the dry air. We have a negative dew point reading in Williamston and Ahoskie there. Don't see that quite often. We did over the last couple of weeks. We've seen some more negative dry air, but the rest of us in single digits. You can tell the change in the humidity has drastically changed a lot. We've had this stick around 10 to almost 30 degrees colder for the humidity. A lot of dry air has been sticking around. We're quiet right now here across much of the east here. We do have, again, some quiet skies. The snow is back towards the Ohio River Valley, down towards portions of West Virginia, even southwestern Virginia, getting some snow outside of our mountains too. North of Boone, seeing some flurries. Mount Airy could pick up a quick flurry here or there, but we're not going to see any rain here inland. But the rain back towards Texas, the border of Mexico there, up towards Oklahoma, picking up a few scattered showers. But let's talk about where we need to be for this time here. Average highs in the mid-50s. Tomorrow we're going to be below that, but we're going to jump above that as we go towards the beginning of the week. 60s temperatures there, so it's going to feel pretty nice out there. As you see, we cool down by Valentine's weekend. So if you do have plans this weekend, you want to bundle up and have a rain jacket. It does look like we may see some rain. Unfortunately, moving in, ending the dry streak of dry weekends we once saw. Now, the latest drought monitor still seeing that severe drought settling on, and we've been in that now for several weeks. We've had some, snow. We had a little rain melt with that, but that will most likely be accounted for this upcoming week's update. So hopefully by that point in time, we should see a little bit of that easing of that severe drought and that abnormally dry drought start to slowly take ease effect. All right, as we go towards this afternoon, we're not warming up much. Mid-30s out there, and then low 30s tonight. We don't even get above freezing for the coast, unfortunately. We stay so cold out there. The coastline is just not even the place to be. Not even walking on the beach is going to be that friendly today. But tonight we drop back down 20s. Let's try some more teens tomorrow morning. Why not? 19, 20, 21, and then warming up the mid-20s. But we're going to race to the 40s by the afternoon, so it'll feel somewhat manageable to get outside. Though it's not going to be as cold as it is today or yesterday, even with that matter with that too. As we go towards tomorrow night, we'll see clouds increase for us here, and then we're not going to see anything rain falling from the sky. Winds, though, again, turning out of the north briefly for the inland spots, still holding on those breezes along the coastline, not changing that anytime soon. We stay quite breezy, at least through overnight, by sunrise Monday morning, as a lot of you are now back to school and work for the first time in a while, looking to be cold with less wind. And then again, winds will start to increase late Tuesday into Wednesday. But here's your wind chills again today, stuck in the 20s and teens briefly, and then we're going to be stuck in that pattern. But look at the temperatures, though. They correlate where the air temperatures are, so we're not as cold as we are right now. So if you're looking for some relief in the cold weather, it's coming. We're going to get a break in this year as we go towards early in the week to come. High temperatures in the 60s is going to feel nice. A little bit of a wind chill consistently back towards the coastline, but that's just normal as that normally is right there too by Monday night. Now here's our rain chance. So you're looking for the forecast. Are we going to see any rain? Are we going to see any precipitation this week? Right now, it looks like we're going to stay dry for most of us. I put one of our models in this, one of our housing models, showcases some pretty quiet weather lasting through much of the week. It's not until the weekend we may see rain showers start to increase for us as we go towards Valentine's Day late in the afternoon. So right now, while that model didn't have any rain, I do think we'll have some rain around for Saturday. So just keep that in mind if you do have plans being out and about celebrating Valentine's Day. Highs in the mid-40s and just a chilly rain. So for the most part here, it stays quiet. Clouds increasing though for us here as we go towards Friday, Saturday, and really increasing Wednesday and Thursday. Still not too bad Thursday, though, above 50 degrees out there for a lot of our localities. So that's going to feel very nice and welcomed after this winter has just been so cold. January at least has been quite colder than it usually is. Average highs for January should be in the low 50s. We barely hit 50 just about a handful of days. We had to have 60. I think we hit 70 at one point in time. And then beyond that, pretty much mid-month, it got cold and did not warm up even until now. And then as we go towards February, or which we are in February now, those temperatures are going to feel very, very welcomed. And again, it does look like, again, some change in our forecasts with the precipitation will come probably late weekend with that temperatures back in the 40s. So though, again, it's pretty chilly out there, I think it's doable to be outside over the next several days. Go out there, go get a car wash. I know a lot of you were out doing that yesterday as I was getting off work, and I had to take care of a few things early before I ended my day yesterday afternoon. But definitely a lot of you are out there. I'm going to be out there at some point, either today or tomorrow, whenever that time does come. It's going to be nice to get a clean car. It's not going to be raining. It's not going to be snowing. A lot of you are probably sick of the snow now. Of those who are from the north that moved to the south, try to get away from it. You moved and brought the cold and snow with you. I always say that jokingly, but I do think that it was well deserved. It was once in a generation snow, really, because we don't typically see, blockbuster snowstorms like that. We can say that because it's been several years since this area has had a big snowstorm like we saw last week. And so about this time, a week ago at this time, we were dealing with snow that was ending, and we still had snow falling. So can you believe a week ago about this time, we were on air talking about road conditions, how slick it was, how dangerous it was to be outside. But that is not entailing our forecast for a while. It's still going to be cold for overnight lows, but regardless of anything wintry-like, does not look like that's going to be in our cards anytime soon. Obviously, things can still change, and it's still February, so if you want more snow, if you want more wintry weather, there could be a little hope for those who would like that. Others are saying, Dustin, we don't want no more wintry weather. We want spring. You're probably a lot of you are happy that the groundhog might be wrong, so we'll see how that works out on that. So other than that, not really much happening on social media landia. We do have a news story for you coming up at 10 o'clock. We'll talk about there was an incident that happened last night here in Greenville that left a car flipped over. We'll tell you about that coming up at 10 a.m. and we'll have that story for you. But in the meantime, go back and enjoy the Olympics. We thank you very much for joining us here. If you're getting up and going to church this morning, just checking in, seeing where the newscast is. We're not on. Again, the Olympics preempted our morning show today. It's going to be preempting all of our newscasts all day long. We've got the Olympics and then the NBA All-Star Weekend kicks off at 5. That'll run till about 8 o'clock. So Russell and Lucy will be back tonight here on Facebook with you here, and at 11. There's no 11 p.m. because the Olympics are going to be syncing that back. So tomorrow morning, though, we will have a newscast. Gigi and myself will be with you here, so I'll be with you tomorrow morning, and most of the week, Russell will be here Tuesday morning filling in for Jim. So I'm back with you most of the week. You'll have me here on the newscast and on Facebook Live with Gigi. Charlie's out tomorrow. He's a big Seahawks fan, so you'll have me at 9 a.m. on tomorrow morning. Charlie, and I'm sure a lot of you may be trying to take the day off after watching the Super Bowl. So good luck to both your teams out there, whoever those may be. So we'll talk to you again at 10 o'clock, and then until then, stay warm and enjoy your Sunday. Take care, everybody.